if you're doing everything that you know how to do to take care of yourself and it still isn't making you feel whole, complete, confident, secure, joyous, happy, like if your self-care isn't doing that, then you need to watch this video, because I'm gonna be spilling the tea for you, okay? I'm gonna tell you the 2 reasons why you still feel anxious, why you still feel depressed, why you still feel like you have no reason for being. I'm gonna tell you exactly. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today. So let's just get into it, girl. I hope you're ready for this chit chat. I'm so excited for this chit chat. Grab you some tea, let's chat. Regardless of how you see me today, and I believe that I have came to this level of reaching self-love, but I wasn't always like this. Like I didn't always have this self-love. I didn't always have self-care. I was very insecure, low self-esteem, didn't know who I was, just a wreck, girl. Can I tell you, I was a wreck. I just believe that God took me through that process of finding that self-love and developing a self-care routine so that I can help other people, help other women. I was that girl who just wanted to know what it felt like to be confident, just wanted to know what it felt like to be comfortable in my own skin, just wanted to know what it felt like to not compare myself to anybody else, to not feel less than, to not feel less pretty or less beautiful than the next girl. And trust me, there were times in my self-love journey or in my self-care routine where I didn't feel like it was working. I didn't feel like the affirmations were working. The lies that I was telling myself, I am beautiful, I am smart, I didn't feel like those were working. I didn't feel like journaling and working, I didn't feel like it was working. I didn't see the results of it. And so I have learned some things along the way that I want to share with you guys, and I hope that you find this video helpful. I got some notes here and we're gonna talk about it, okay? There's only like 2 reasons why self-care isn't working for you. And so once you know the reasons, then we can work on and fix and correct those reasons. Because if you're just oblivious to it, then you don't know what to correct. And you're making things worse if you think that you just need more self-care, then you just need more self-love. And I'm telling you, it ain't it. First and foremost, we need to define what self-care is, because I feel like everybody has their own concept of what self-care is. And basically it's so simple. It's the name itself. Self-care is taking care of you in its entirety. So it's not just the physical aspect of taking care of yourself. Sometimes, and I know I'm gonna make the girlies mad when I say this, sometimes self-care is doing your dishes, folding your laundry, getting an oil change, paying your bills on time. That's self-care, because it's taking care of you in its entirety. I think that we have this romanticized, idolized, materialized view of what self-care is. We have focused solely on the external things of self-care. We focus on taking a bath, we focus on skincare, hair care. While all of those things can be a part of self-care, they are not self-care in its entirety. We forget to do the internal work, which is the most scariest work. I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's scary. It takes a brave person to work on the inside. It takes a courageous person to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm gonna heal my childhood trauma. I'm gonna heal from the things that hurt me the most. I'm gonna forgive that person who caused me so much pain. We don't focus on the internal aspects of self-care, and that's why it's not working. And that's why when you take a bubble bath and you light your candles, when you go to bed at night, you still feel depleted and you cry yourself to sleep. And I'm not judging anybody, because that was my life. I was that girl. We only focus on the external external parts of self-care. And let me tell you how dangerous that is. When we think of self-care, I'm supposed to feel a certain way. At the end of the day, when we don't feel that way, when we don't feel whole and complete and confident and secure, it cuts us more deep because we feel like, well, what's wrong with me? Why can't I piece it together? Instead, I feel depleted because we're pouring into all of these external things that is not pouring back into us. And the second reason why self-care isn't working for you is because you haven't found your reason for being. Let me tell you why that is so important. So what we do is we idolize the self-care rituals, taking a bath and journaling, whatever self-care looks like for you. We idolize those actions and they become rituals, and we fail to realize how that relates to who we are and why we are here on this earth. Because I just believe that everyone was created for a reason, for a specific purpose. See, God has a plan for you. Jeremiah 29:11, he says, I have a plan for you. I have a hope and a future for you, meaning that you were created for a specific reason. And you will never truly be happy or whole until you understand that you were created for a specific reason, that you just didn't show up by accident. Like your parents didn't just get together and you're just here by a mistake. There is a reason, a specific reason why God chose to allow you to remain here. And so as it relates to self-care, like, yeah, we can do the journaling. Yeah, we can do the taking a bubble bath. And yeah, we can drink our water. And we can do all of the things as it relates to self-care. But it's not going to be as meaningful if we don't know what role we play in this whole plan that God has for us. And so, yes, self-care is important. He wants you to love yourself. The Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So meaning you have to love yourself in order to love your neighbor. A lot of us are not feeling that love because we don't know what the reason why we're here. We don't know our reason for being. We don't know what purpose we serve. And so I think that there's so much power and so much magnitude when a woman finds out her reason for being, finds out that she's gifted and talented and has a purpose. I just get so excited talking about these things because I think that there's a lot of women who are just suffering. They're thinking that there's something wrong with them. Like, why isn't their self-care routine working for them? Why don't they feel whole and confident and complete? Either we're focused on the external and we're not focused on the internal, and or we haven't discovered our reason for being. And if that's you, it's okay, girl. Let me tell you, I was that girl. The first thing that I did was ask the Creator. Why? Because I'll be honest, I asked God. I'm like, why am I here? Like, what purpose do I serve? What was the reason? What did you have in mind when you created me in the way, in the fashion that you created me? What did you have in mind? What plan could I possibly serve? I just asked. And I don't mean to question him like he made a mistake, but I wanted to know, because when you feel like you're a mistake, you listen to Jeremiah 29:11. I'm like, you had a plan for me as a mistake? Like, because I just showed up here. That was my mindset as he brought me through that, as he brought me through that journey. He said that I created you for a specific reason. I knew you before you were born, meaning that I knew you before you had a chance to mess up. I knew you before anybody else, before you doubted yourself, before you thought you were less than, before you thought that you weren't as beautiful or as pretty or as smart, as funny, as whatever. Like, he says, I had a plan for you specifically that only you can carry out, that only your hand could bring to life, that only you could materialize, that only you could serve this plan. Only you, because he created you specifically for that thing. Whatever that thing is, he created you for that. And Sorry, y'all. Something's going on outside. It literally breaks my heart to have women feel less than, feel worthless, useless, anxious, depressed because I was her. I was that girl. I know how that feels personally. I know how that feels. And so if I can help just one person, just one woman, and encourage her and tell her that it's not that you're crazy, it's not that you can't put it together, it's not that you don't have the ability, it's not that you're not smart enough, it's not that you're not pretty enough, it's not that you lack anything. God didn't make a mistake. You lack nothing. We just have to find the resources that will give us the information that we need. And I'm telling you, this is, if you apply this, if you listen, truly open your heart and listen to this, go to God and ask him, what did you have in mind for me? What purpose could I possibly serve? Because I'm a mess. I'm a total wreck. What good could I be to anybody? Just ask him. With all of that being said, I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.